Well, as students head back to school and back to sports, the possibility of getting a sports injury is always a concern.
That's right. And 7 to 4's Holly Baker and photojournalist Bob Rhodes explain how Munson Medical Center is watching over the bodies and the minds of some of our Northern Michigan student athletes.
Amy Ream has over 20 years experience working with sports medicine and high school athletes. Through the Munson Sports Medicine program, trainers like Amy are teaming up with schools in the Grand Traverse County area to make sure all student athletes stay safe on the field and treat any injuries along the way, especially concussions.
It's not like a knee or an ankle that, you can kind of play on those. I mean, you're going to get hurt. And you're still going to have long-term effects, but it's different there than your brain. You only get one brain.
Munson Sports Medicine Program Director Dr. Mark Davenport says concussions can happen in any sport, such as hockey, soccer, football, and even non-contact ones like basketball.
It's a rotational acceleration type phenomenon that can occur without any head-to-head contact.
And when an athlete feels like they took a hard hit, trainers like Amy are there to assess the damage.
Looking for any dizziness, dilation of the pupils, so unequal pupils, ringing in the ears. They may say, I got my bell rung. And it doesn't matter if it's just, hitting the head on the ground. Sometimes you'll get that way, disorientation. Sometimes kids will go back in the huddle or go to the wrong huddle.
Trainers also use a sport concussion assessment tool, or SCAT, to evaluate the athlete and then compare the results to how the athlete fared on the same test at the beginning of the year before any injuries.
And we know that repeated concussions over time can cause traumatic brain injury, which we've been reading about in professional football players, and those injuries are cumulative and they're not reversible. So they're only hurting themselves if they don't communicate their symptoms accurately. And so they may be okay short term, but that does add up after a while and it can cause catastrophic problems down the road.
Dr. Davenport says the brain's jello-like consistency will go into a stunned phase after a heavy jarring. An athlete may even look and feel fine, so it's up to the trainers to make sure they are ready to get back in the game.
The signs and symptoms don't always show up right away. Most of the time they are with this age-wise, but it may not be. It could be a day or two later.
In Grand Traverse County, for Your Health Matters, Holly Baker, 7 and 4 News.
For more information on the Munson Sports Medicine Program, just head to our website, UpNorthLive.com, and click on the Your Health Matters tab at the top of the page.